Hello, it's Mike Rhyner here, and I want to thank you for joining us on Patreon.com. And I do hope that you will check out the Sunset Lounge, because there you can find a vast array of very, very entertaining and engaging podcasts, such as Shippy and Grooves. It is sports, it is topical, it highlights the stories most people probably haven't heard, and they put their own fun twist on things, always guaranteed to make you laugh. Shippy and Grooves at the Sunset Lounge.
Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Rhyner, sports talk. Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
We got a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Grego? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip?
Yeah, tip.
Okay.
With a P.
Keep jamming. The ticket, colon, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off sale. This is a cool night or what? Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
Well, hello, one and all. Was it you I used to know? This is your dark companion. We are glad you're with us. It is the 4th of April today. And we got the crew here. Shoopy's here. Ashley's here. Mickey's here. I would be your congenital host, Mike Rhyner. And today we have a visit with the artistic director of the Dallas International Film Festival. His name is James Faust.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hi, James. How are you?
I'm good, Mike. I like applause. That's cool.
Everybody likes that. Now, the Dallas International Film Festival is an event that has grown in stature throughout the years, both locally, but also probably a little bit more importantly to those who run it, in the entire film festival scene. And there is a scene for these things, right?
Oh, yeah. There's 12,000 festivals in the world, so yeah, there's a scene.
And this one runs from April 25th through May 1st. James is the artistic director. Tell us a little bit about what that means you do. It sounds like you're the guy who rides herd over just about everything.
Pretty much, almost, yeah. So sort of my job, there's a CEO, there's an executive director, but as artistic director, I'm sort of in charge of all of the programming for the film festival. We have a programming team, and we have a year-round programming that we do, but so I sort of overlord hey, we're going to show these type of movies this year. This is how many we're going to show, and I'd like to get into Norwegian, prog rock this year, those type of things. So I come up with that plan, work with our education division as well, just to say, let's go to see these schools in North Texas. Let's go to South Texas schools. So, yeah, so if it involves something on screen or some sort of programming, it's my purview.
So there is a certain type of film, or I guess a certain genre, if you will, that you guys look for every year?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we'll pick a country, but there are certain categories we already have. We have horror films, we have the world films, but then we'll go. Last year, we spotlighted Canada. We spotlighted South Korea in the past, and France, and Italy, and so we'll do that. But every year it's the same thing: narrative features, documentary features, horror films. Music films. In the last few years, we've had a sports section as well.
How did you go about achieving the title of artistic director? That sounds like you worked your way up for a long time.
I did, and some bribes. There were some bribes in there.
Of course, there always are.
I started this. So we started this festival. Michael Caine, not that Michael Caine, but another Michael Caine. Had a film festival in Deep Ellum, and I used to work for him down there, and I was producing commercials on the side. Actually, I was doing a film festival on the side, and he said, hey, come with me, we're doing something new. And what is this? And it became the AFI, the American Film Institute, came in with us with the city of Dallas, and we created the AFI Dallas International Film Festival. Mm-hmm. He drugged me along out of my world of making commercials and music videos, and I got involved as a senior programmer, and then about 4 years, he decided he wanted to be chairman of the board, and he asked me to move up to director of programming. And I said, that's cool. He goes, I was actually lying. You're going to be artistic director now. I'm like, oh, cool. Came with a really good raise, and went, I'm not ready for it, but I could use the money, so I took the job.
That drives just about everything, ready or not. They throw a little bit more money at you. Yeah, I can do that.
For sure. Yeah, it was.
All the while you're shaking in your boots.
The first year was scary as we were meeting people. Like there was Bill Paxton was our guest that year, and I'd met him before, but it was really weird to have to hang out with Bill all day for like days and days, and he was just the sweetest, nicest guy. So he kind of made my transition pretty easy.
Do you have a big guest like that every year?
Not every year. It's kind of shrunk a little bit over the last few years. We don't know. Like we'll play some of these great films, and we won't know till the last minute if somebody's showing up.
Yeah.
And so we used to have a guest every year. We'd actually purposely do that. We're going to celebrate someone every year. But over the past like 5 or 7 years, even through the COVID years, we've sort of tapered that off and gone. I'd say since 2017 was probably the last time we actually had a specific honor, just because we wanted to celebrate the films and the filmmakers from around the world. So if there happens to be a big celebrity in one of those, that's cool. If not, we're about this new level of filmmaker and just showing the new art.
The festival runs April 25th through May 1st. So we've told you the when of this thing.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the where. You got a lot of different venues that this goes on at, don't you?
Yeah. This year will be headquartered at Sinopolis and Victory Park, which will be probably a lot lighter this year during the festival because there won't be any Maverick games. So then we also going to be at the Texas Theater in Oak Cliff. That's where we do some of our larger local things and music films over there because we need the more seats. And a new, very special location. Discovery District, AT&T has a theater at their headquarters called the AT&T Theater. When they were associated with Warner Brothers before that split happened, they built this really amazing 200-seat theater with state-of-the-art projectors and screens and everything. And so we're going to be using that theater over the weekend of the festival. So the 27th, I think, is the day we're using that theater all day.
What is that theater used for other than this?
Nothing. They actually do. They have, I think there's 20 cameras in there, and they do like, State of the Union for like the president of AT&T gets in there and does something, or they do seminars, and it's incredible. They've got their own concession stand. We did an Oscar party there, and they brought out sushi and popcorn and all kinds of stuff, every kind of liquor in the world. They got beer taps. They've got a green room. It's like they don't use it for anything but internal things, and we are the first public entity to use that theater. We got an Oscar party there. We did an indigenous native film series there, and we're going to be doing the film festival there a little bit. So yeah, it's hopefully to get the word out for them.
I almost want to go just to see that.
Yeah, it's a really nice thing. 140 speakers in the room.
I mean, just to see something like that number one, nobody knows about, and number two is never used. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah. Can you get us in?
Yes, without a doubt.
All right.
There's 3 films we are playing that I'm very excited. Like 2 films and then a shorts block, but the 2 films we're playing there, I'm excited that we're playing there because one will deserve to be there.
What would those be?
We are screening. Yeah, this is coming. Yeah, so we are the second place that there's a Bum Phillips documentary that's coming out.
Really?
Yeah, and we're gonna. And I pretty much convinced them by saying the seats are blue. So it's called Love You Bum, and it's it's about Bum. I was a big Oilers fan growing up, and it's about Bum Phillips, and Wade's in it, and Jerry Jones is in it, and Dan Pastorini's in it, and it's really, really a great, fun documentary about the legendary Bum Phillips. And I said we can do it at AT&T Theater, and they said that sounds cool. And I go, and all the seats are blue, so it kind of looks like the Oilers of old. So, and they said yes, so we're doing that one there.
Boy, I've never even considered the possibility of a Bum Phillips documentary, but now that you mention it,
why not?
It seems like the most normal, natural thing in the world.
Yeah,
I want that.
He's gregarious as hell, and he's just that. Yeah, the 1 year. That's funny. The 1 year at I think it was one season at New Orleans where he was coaching there. That was funny watching that sort of disaster unfold. But the rest of the movie, big heart, big man, big heart all the way through.
Now, you are an Oscar qualifying festival.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean exactly, and how does a festival go about attaining that status?
All right. So there are festivals, like I said before, 12,000 festivals around the world. In the United States, I think that's something around maybe like 8 to 9,000. And so we are Oscar qualifying for short films. So any film so the Oscar qualifying for short is any film 40 minutes and under. And what you have to do is play an Oscar qualifying festival, win that festival, and now your short film is eligible to be nominated for an Oscar. And so to get that, you have to be a festival for at least, I think it's 5 or 6 years, show a certain amount of films, short films for sure, and then show films that have won Oscars, even though you were not Oscar qualifying. It's kind of like getting into a union. You have to show a film that was an Oscar qualified film and have it win your festival and then actually be nominated for an Oscar. So over the 19 years that we've been a festival, we were able to do that in the first 15 years. We did it 5 or 6 times, and so we applied, and it didn't take the first time. It took us 4 or 5 times. Yeah, 4 times. It took us 4 times to get it. And last year, it was last September, they called us and said, "Hey, you're in." I'm like, holy crap, yes. So,
is there a film in the festival this year that everybody's kind of looking forward to, everybody's kind of excited about, that seems to be drawing a little bit more buzz than the rest of them?
Yeah, wow. I'd say it's a really, I'm trying to think there's probably 2 or 3. There's one we're world premiering. It's called The Salamander King. I don't know if anybody ever watched Veronica Mars, but Casablancas, the dude, Ryan Hansen, he stars in this film, and it's sort of a throwback to old 80s comedies. It's kind of he's a groundskeeper at a golf course in Austin that's being taken over by corporatists, and it's sort of like this, hey, we don't want, keep our Austin weird thing, and it's starting to draw a lot of, because Adrian Palicki from Friday Night Lights fame is also in the movie, and there's a bunch of other local the fun people that live out of Austin, a lot of cameos. It's good to have a comedy, especially with everything going on in the world right now, and that one seems to be drawing a lot of attention. It's because, it's going to be funny. It's going to be on opening night. It's a world premiere, and that, to say, I keep telling people, it's just a throwback. I mean, it's good to have fun every now and then.
Yeah.
The world is dark, no pun intended to the cast, but the world is dark sometimes, and everybody wants to laugh. And if you don't like Caddyshack, then I don't like you.
Now, I was reading up on the film festival this year, and yes, you do show films there, but a film festival cannot live on films alone. It has to have other related, assorted stuff with it. What's some of the stuff that you guys have going on in addition to the films?
Well, we also have a screenwriting contest that we started a few years ago, and so there'll be these the winners of all the screenwriting contests will get a live table read with actors, local actors, and actors coming in from out of town throughout the festival. So that'll be before the movies start every day. There'll be a live table read, which is pretty cool. We have panels. We'll have a conversation about producing film, and I just got the letter from the sponsor today. We're moving forward with a panel on music and film with Abraham Alexander out of Fort Worth. Yeah, he nominated for the Oscar for Sing Sing, and the filmmakers from Sing Sing are also from Dallas. Actually, Clint, the writer, one of the writers, lives in Oak Cliff, and they're going to come in, and a couple other people, and we're going to talk about music and film. What are music rights about? What are festival rights? How can I get how much song? What's fair use? And then just the trials and tribulations that they went through getting their song into that movie. So it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Now, let's say I had a film and I want to get it on the Dallas International Film Festival.
Yeah.
What do I do?
For the record, it's not too explicit.
Well, for this year, you're SOL. But for going to the future, we have a website we use. It's called Film Freeway. It's kind of a clearinghouse. So you would go to our website and say, it's a big giant blue button that says Submit Film. And that's where you submit your film, and it clicks through, and you upload your film, whether it's on Vimeo or on the Film Freeway player itself, or YouTube even, and your film is on there. And I have, what do we have, about 21, about 17 screeners that watch all the films. I'm not on the shorts team, so I get lucky because there's thousands of shorts that are submitted, and I don't want to go down that road, so I'm on the features team. So I'm watching documentary features, narrative features, international features. So I'll sit through that, and then we spend about pretty much half the year we're watching movies. 7 months. We're watching films for about 6 months and we just made our decisions like about a week and a half ago.
How many hours a day do you spend watching films?
In the early part, probably 1 to 2. In January to February, even going to other film festivals, I will spend probably 5 to 8 watching films.
You watch a lot of films, don't you?
Yeah, I do a lot of. There's Zoom calls where there's a screen on one side, and I'm on a Zoom. That's real cool. That's real neat. Yeah, Are you listening? Yeah, 12. So yes.
Boy, you must be able to multitask like crazy.
Yes, it is. I am constantly multitasking. My wife can't understand the amount of screens that I have up at any given time. iPad over here, monitor screen, computer, laptop screen, and phone could all be going at one time.
That kind of thing drives women crazy, too.
She gets nuts. What are you doing? I'm watching TV. No, you're not. Like, I am. I know exactly what happened. I can tell you. I've watched enough movies where I can tell you just without looking at it and listening to a film and what's going on. And actually, I do. That's kind of one of my markers for a good film. If I don't have to watch it sometimes and I can just hear what's going on and it's still good, that's something I want to program.
So I would imagine that at the end of the day, after you've spent all this time watching films, the idea of going into the living room, collapsing in your chair and watching All in the Family or just about anything else is a non-starter for you. I mean, don't you need a little downtime then?
The great thing about our festival is that it comes right before summer blockbuster season. So yeah, as my old senior programmer used to say, like after the festival is over, we just want to go see shit blow up. And so we literally are looking for the Iron Mans and for me, it's
everybody
good.
wants to see shit blow up.
Yeah, it's like I want this to happen so good. But yeah, I just veg out on sports, and I'll start falling asleep watching the Rangers, or I right now because my wife went to OU, so when that into the festival, I'm watching nothing but OU softball with her. So
okay, fair enough. Now let's say that I have a film that I want to get into the Dallas International Film Festival. What's the first thing I do?
Go online, dallasfilm.org, hit submit film, and then put it in there. Now, submissions won't be open again until July. So, again, we'll catch up.
So I got a little downtime in front of me.
You guys have. So if you want to make something and edit it, make it really nice, and then send in a cover letter that said, "Hey, you were on my show, you owe me," then I will definitely look at that and go, "Oh yeah, Mike Rhyner. Okay, the story."
You can find a spot for him.
Yeah, I can figure that out. You can bring a crowd.
How does a film go from getting recognition at the Dallas International Film Festival to Oscar consideration?
Hopefully, they win the fest, they win another festival, and then they have an Oscar campaign. There are people that people think, "Oh, this movie's got nominated." Yeah, because people are spending millions of dollars, and sometimes for short films, they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to get Oscar voters to notice their film. So winning our festival is a good way to get that notoriety, and then winning another festival that's Oscar qualifying. And at that point, you've had a good run and your movie's getting into theater. So then you can hopefully you have a good PR group that can get your movie noticed by the Oscar voters, which used to be something like 700, now it's like 5,000.
Have you ever seen any films that you thought were really, really good that just got summarily ignored?
Ooh. No. Honestly, I think the good films usually get seen, and the easy ones are usually. I've seen films that don't get enough attention.
Yeah.
Case in point, the movie Sing Sing, I thought got a modicum amount of great attention, but that was the release schedule wasn't great for that film. I think they should have been Best Picture nominations across the board for that film. I mean, it got in a few, but they just didn't get it out strong enough at the right time. But honestly, I've been doing film festivals for 21 years now, and the good films almost always rise to the top.
All right, now you say they didn't get it out strong enough at the right time.
Yeah.
What could they have done to get it out strong enough at the right time?
They released it in July. that was not a good time to release a movie like that.
Really?
You're not getting Oscar quality award-winning films released in July, at least for Best Picture. What you're getting are, again, your summer blockbusters. You might get a film that gets a screenwriting nomination or a special effects or sound and all those things. But fall, and now they've stretched it until mid-January now. So if you release your movie anytime between late September, early October, and mid-January, that's your window. That's when most of these movies are happening. That's when the movies that are winning awards are premiering and going down. It starts at Venice Film Festival, moves into Toronto Film Festival. That's when things are, if you look back, you can trace it back. Oscar winners are either playing at one of those two fests or Sundance over the last, 30 years.
Do you think that's because it's so close to Oscar season and they're like in front of mind at that point in time?
Yeah, it's because voters are used to it now. I mean, they've sort of been trained like, oh, that's when all the good movies happen. And you don't release happy, in past, they do now. Like you get your Moana 2s and things like that in Christmas time, but they didn't used to release big happy movies in the fall. That was a time for serious cold. It's cold. We got to get serious now. We got to watch the movies. We got to see that that Spanish drama about the homeless people. I think it's like all that has to happen in the fall. So that sort of led into that over the last 30 years.
That's crazy. It sounds like some great movies end up getting almost left at the wayside just because they're not in the forefront
all the time. And it's a weird thing to exhibit a film because summertime, you're up against blockbusters and you're trying to counter-program. And counter-programming doesn't always work. You get kind of swallowed at AMC's and Cinemarks. You get swallowed and there's 30 theaters there and 18 of them have the new, Mission Impossible on them. And so you're like, oh, how do I, and that little film in the corner is just going to get swallowed. That's where, the smaller theaters are good for going, like if you're going up to the Angelica around here or Violet Crown or out in Fort Worth, the Hewlin Center, those places, they are where your independent cinema is going to be. And those you're going to go and go, oh, wow, that's a really cool movie. Yeah, not in the summer. It's just real tough.
All right, let's say that I make a film that I know in my heart is a great film. I know it's got something. I believe in this thing.
Okay.
And it doesn't click on the film festival path. What do I do?
Try another festival. We get thousands of submissions a year. This year was the worst since we came Oscar qualifying. We had double what we did last year. And actually tripled in shorts, doubled in features, and double overall. I was like, this is absolutely
And I'm sure all these guys know that they made a wonderful film.
They do. I have as a formula, I say, effort does not equal quality. Just because your mom loves it doesn't mean it's a great film.
Right.
And we turning people down. I get some nasty emails when we turn people down. But I say don't quit. Just because it didn't work for us, it doesn't mean it doesn't work for somebody else. I mean, if you had this really great horror short film and you know that we only played maybe 5 horror shorts, maybe try a horror short film festival. Maybe try a horror film festival or something that makes more sense for that film. But for us, we're more of an equal opportunity film festival. We're playing everything. Mm-hmm. So it's really difficult for us to play a lot of one genre. So I always tell people, hey, it's just because you got one no doesn't mean, just because you got me, you get 10 no's doesn't mean that there's not a festival for youth, because there's thousands of festivals.
And with all those festivals, what's the general timing on when a certain festival hits, or is that planned at all? Like, is there a reason why y'all have your festival in, in May? Late April and May, yeah.
It's just because they're sort of tentpole festivals, like they're tentpole movies, your Disney movies and stuff. They're tentpole festivals. There's Venice, which happens in September. There's also Toronto, which has happened in September, and then you move into New York Film Festival in also September, and then October is Austin Film Festival and Chicago, and then Christmas is really nothing because no one's crazy to do that in America. And then January is owned by Sundance and Palm Springs, mainly Sundance. And then Berlin happens in February. South by Southwest is in March. And then we have the glut of spring festivals: Cleveland, Dallas, River Run in North Carolina, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. all these happen in the springtime, so we're all just like just going for film. So we go off the big guys and we go, okay, so Sundance is over. Cool. South by is over. Cool. Toronto, we got those things. So then we looked at our festival's placed where it is because when we were AFI already had a festival in the fall. And they said, we don't want you competing with us. So they made, so you need to go to the spring. And so we can say, oh, we have 2 festivals now. And then they had 3 at the time. They had a documentary festival in the summer as well in DC at the time.
Do you go to all of these?
I go to quite a few. It's been less and less in the past. That fancy internet has made it easier for me not to travel, or unfortunately for not to travel and save money that way. But I'll attend Toronto every year, Sundance.
That's a
every
big
year.
one, isn't it?
It's my favorite festival. It's what I want us to be. It's the ultimate in festivals. It's a whole city. That's about 150,000 people from around the world show up for that festival every year. 11 days in Toronto. It's amazing. I mean, that's where and they play not just your so-called indie films. I mean, I went to the world premiere of the last Magnificent Seven up there with Denzel Washington and everybody. This is stupid. Amelia Perez, that movie that was this year that was on Netflix. I was at the international premiere of that, and everybody was there. It's like they do the big giant things like that because they've been around 45 years now, so they've got that reputation for this being the launch. Your North American launch happens at Toronto.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff on films when they come out, and it has to do with something or how they did at the Toronto Film Festival,
Yeah.
That's, even to a novice like me, that's one you know about,
Yeah, I'd say the 2, and I go to Sundance and Toronto. Those are hitting those 2, and then now the Austin Film Festival. I used to work down there, and that was really fun because it's also a screenwriters conference, so it's neat to see the writers of great movies that are just coming through there and getting their flowers. South by is always hard just because it's so close to my festival, so we're trying to lock our program. So going to South by, and I was there this year for 2 days, and it felt like I was there for 3 weeks. I did so much. It's too much to do, and Austin is not as wasn't as affordable as I remember just like 5 months ago even.
It's not a little college town anymore, is it?
Oh no, it's so wow. Just downtown looks like, I don't know. I used to think Dallas had a lot of glass buildings and things. Downtown Austin, just looking up, and like, oh, there's Google. Oh, there's Indeed. Oh, it's just so weirdly, I don't know. It's not that I hate corporate because I love sponsors, but it just doesn't feel the same as it used to down there.
This is James Faust. He is the artistic director of the Dallas International Film Festival. And more than that, he is a local guy from right here in our fair burg, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Grand Prairie, Texas, and Irving, Texas. My family's from Galveston and Houston. My father went to North Texas, and my mom was at Tennessee State, and then she moved over here. And I grew up early part in Irving.
Yeah.
And then Grand Prairie, South Grand Prairie High. That's where I spent the formative years.
South Grand Prairie.
Yeah, that's my town.
Colonial.
Now,
Their names, the Colonels.
how exactly did you get involved with the DIFF?
So I was working so I went to SMU for film school. I went to Texas Tech for undergrad, where I did radio there, and that was my first career.
Yeah, I saw that you started as board operator. So did I.
I was a board op for Jack Dale when he was the voice of the Red Raiders back in the day. So
nice.
It was that was a lot of fun doing those games. But I left there because I started going, I want to do film. I don't think I want to do radio for the rest of my life right now because
Why not?
because
Yeah,
I wanted
come
to
on,
be
man.
I wanted to be a drive time guy, and I kept messing that up. So
He was a drive time guy.
Believe
and
me,
still
it's
messed it up.
overrated.
Yeah.
that was my dream. That was on, before vision boards. I want to be on drive time. That's okay. And
Got
I
the
just
voice
wouldn't-
for it.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So I left Lubbock, and I ended up at SMU for film school. And I was there for a while, and I ended up working as an electrician and a PA on movies while I was at SMU. I worked on things like Armageddon when they shot up in Pilot Point and up there, and then other TV shows. And then right out of there, I got hired on 2 commercials, and then Walker Texas Ranger was in its last few seasons, and so I worked on that show for a couple of years. Got a lot of crazy Chuck stories. Just that dude.
Can we get 2?
Okay, one quick one. So there's a thing called a condor. It's like called a cherry picker. You ever see guys that go up and they go up to fix lights and like in this big great thing. So we put lights on those. And I was on an electric team, and so they got these big 10,000 watt lights. And we were up in Preston Hollow, and we were at somebody's house. It was 30 degrees outside with a wind chill of 15 degrees, and there was this whole big fight scene they wanted to do with Chuck. And so I'm up in this thing, and I'm going, I got to get up there. How long? Like, you got to take it up. I'm like 70 feet in the air, 75 feet in the air with these lights beating down on the house. It's 33 down there. It's like 10 where I am. And the wind's blowing, and they go in, they say, all right, Chuck, we spent 2 hours setting up. Hey, Chuck, we're going to do this. You're going to come over here. You're going to kick this guy. We're going to stop. We're going to reset over here. This guy's going to go through the window and come and try to shoot you. You're going to duck, and you're going to shoot him. You're going to come over here. Then we're going to go, and he went through this whole elaborate thing. And Chuck says, that's all good. We had a 6-hour night ahead of us. We're doing it overnight, so it's like midnight. He goes, how about I do this? How about I walk in, I kick that guy, I shoot those 3 dudes, I turn around, and I shoot the guy that's going to get me in the back, and we're done. And the crowd and all the crew just applauded. And we're just like, thank God, because it's too cold and too hard to be out here. And so we were, instead of being done in 6 hours, we were done in 3.5.
Hell yeah.
And then we all got to go home before sunrise.
Who doesn't love Chuck Norris?
Yeah, that was my favorite thing about that show, and meeting Joan Jett as it was pretty funny. Joan Jett was on as a villain on the show one time. And she asked me, and she goes, hey, can I talk to you? Like, what? Well, later, come meet me in my trailer. I'm like, this is the best day of my life. Joan Jett wants me to come to her trailer. And so I came over to her trailer, and her agent or manager wanted me to listen to a bunch of rap music that they had just signed onto their label. And I thought, am I the only one? So there I am sitting there listening to some pretty awful hip hop that they had just signed, and they're like, yeah, that's Progressive Griff. He's the guy that they kicked out of Public Enemy. So I don't think that's going to be good for you. Okay. Yeah. So those are 2 Walker stories that I had. So.
Thank you.
No worries.
So they were very interested in your opinion on that, huh?
Yeah, they were. They were very interested. Oh, so then. So you had a question earlier. How'd I get into it? So
yeah, I did.
So met this guy, Michael Caine, who was producing commercials, and he said, "Hey, why don't you come help us out with some movie watching?" That sounds great. I produced some commercials for this Deep Ellum Film Festival that he had put together, which was a cancer charity because his father had cancer, and he wanted to raise money not for research, but for paying like medical bills, and cars and stuff like that. So that's what that was. And he goes, oh, that's a great cause. So I worked for them for a while, and then we became AFI when Michael had graduated from AFI, and he set that deal up with Todd Wagner and who was the other dude that was involved? Oh yeah, our other sponsor, Lanier Timberland, was our co-founder, and they all worked they were an AFI board, and we became AFI Dallas, and I've been with the organization for 19 years and haven't produced anything since 2007. I haven't done anything other than film festivals since 2007.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a nice run.
That's you've had. I mean, you've done some. I was reading your resume, and you have done some other things.
Yeah.
With the organization, other than just what you're doing now. What were the other things? Some of the other things. What did they entail?
Well, I've been on different boards, I guess, for other film festivals. I've been an advisor for the Denton Black Film Festival, the Texas Black Film Festival, the Asian Film Festival of Dallas, the Austin Film Festival, hired gun for a lot of people. I just, kind of worked in this world, a consultant to help out. I do some secret work for an organization in Los Angeles that, even though I'd love to break that NDA, but it's one of the best things I do all year. I get to go to really fancy awards ceremonies because of it. And there's a lot of drinking at the Golden Globes and other things.
Good.
I'll bet.
It's pretty man.
The Golden Globes compared to the others seems kind of a little bit more loosey-goosey.
It is. Golden Globes, the SAG Awards, the People's Choice Awards for that matter, and especially the Film Independent Awards. Those are just parties. They're just party people. You wonder why people are screaming on stage is because everybody is just kind of hammered or doing what they want to because they don't stop giving you booze. They don't give you enough food. That is the weirdest thing. There's never enough food at these things. There's tons of booze. It's constant. Like, I don't need a gallon of bullet. That is just not necessary to keep putting this refilling it. No, we don't need 4 bottles of wine, so it's okay.
I'll take 4 bottles of wine, but we don't need it.
Yeah. That's why they don't put bags on their tables anymore.
You watch 400 films a year.
At least.
It says.
At least 400
How?
films a year. Fast.
You watch them on ×2 speed?
Sometimes. If it's not good, I'll know pretty early. And so what we'll do is I'll say, ×2. Oh, can I go faster?
So you do still finish the films no matter what?
Yeah, we finish
Okay.
every film. That's one thing. And if any filmmakers out there listening and say we don't because you're watching your Vimeo analytics, your analytics are wrong. We finish the films. We watch every film all the way through, how painful it can be. And some of them... I had a friend who used to say charging for submissions is like a tax on bad filmmaking, because I'd say of the 400 films I might watch, 30 of those are good to great. Maybe less than that are good to great. And actually this year I did a count before I got in here. I laid my eyes on, I didn't watch all the way through because I don't have to, because I have a staff that watches everything all the way through. But I laid my eyes on at least 22 minutes to all the way through over 680 films this year.
Jeez.
And we had more submissions than ever, so I had to.
My gosh.
And so going to film festivals is even worse, because I'll go, like at Sundance this year, I saw 14 in person and 14 online.
Oh, wow.
How does somebody get on your staff?
Well, that's a good question. COVID killed us.
COVID killed a lot of people.
Yeah, it was. We used to have a really nice sized staff, and now we're a little smaller. The year-round staff is literally 4 people. The festival staff will balloon up to, like I was on a Zoom call on Monday. I said, oh my God, there's 18 people on this call right now. This is cool. So we have a temporary staff that'll get around 30 to 35 people that we'll hire to help us run the festival. And then, I mean, we don't often look for people at this point as we're pretty lean, but I will choose my programming staff pretty carefully, because it's a reflection of who we are, who's picking the films. As far as operations, as long as they don't tell me no a lot of times when I want to spend money. No, I'm kidding. Operations is fine. That's our CEO, Beth Wilman. She'll run that side of things. But I pick the programming staff, and
But a lot of people you already know?
usually, so it's usually somebody. Honestly, it's usually an intern that's worked up through the ranks and have gone on to do something else. And I watch them. We've been very lucky. It's complete strange irony. My 3 senior programmers, and now one of them is the director of programming, have either come from SMU or UNT, and they were all interns at one point with me at one state or another. My first senior programmer, she is now with HBO. She's running their awards campaign. So I said, I'm going to be working for you pretty soon. This is kind of dumb. And my second one, he's making films and editing video games, and a director of programming now. She was a SMU grad, and she's running our intern program. She's running a SMU intern program with us. She's has her own DCP digital creation company. At the same time, she's watching the 3,000 plus short films that we got this past year. So I don't envy her.
Well, I was going to say, you better watch out, because I went to SMU and UNT.
Okay.
I don't know anything about film, but I think I've
but-
got a chance.
Well, we have a failed podcast you could help us reignite maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey.
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
now
got
you're
room.
talking.
We got room on the roster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm up here poaching. I'm sorry, Mike.
so do you guys have like a specific style of films that y'all look for? I know that every single film has different themes and genres and whatnot, but
Sure.
is there a specific like style that y'all look for, or something like that? Because I feel like sometimes you have a group of people that have similar taste, or do y'all all have like different taste in films?
I make sure I pick people with different tastes. So we do have categories. I have a lead programmer who's been with us since he was an 18-year-old intern. He's now Dr. Alex Garcia Tepete. You were a college freshman when I met you. And
like
he does our
Birds and
international programming and our Latino section. So there's a specific, and then we have a horror section, which our director of programming loves horror films, and so that's her world. And she also does all of our short films. So there's never really, we have genres within the categories, but for the most part, I'm just looking for new ideas upon old ideas, or fresh takes upon old ideas. And new filmmakers. I'm looking for new people, new voices in general. And so that's when I trust when I'm picking the screeners, not the actual paid programmers, but the screeners that come on to do it for a pass, pretty much. And some of them are getting paid because there's too many damn movies now. We all get together like twice a year and talk about what we've seen, and then we go through. And then there's constant. Our director of program runs constant meetings with them, 2 to 3 times a week to say, hey, what's going on. But nothing in particular other than within the genres. I'm always fascinated with a voice that doesn't seem that somebody doing something that doesn't seem crazy. Like there's a film we're playing called 40 Acres with the stars Daniel Detweiler, and it's a black fella out of Canada who'd made music videos. He's now made an apocalyptic action movie involving a family in a near future 20 years from now where farmers are everything because food is scarce, and they're protecting their farm from hordes of crazy people and now cannibals because food is scarce. And it's like, that's a crazy idea. And it's really
that sounds like we would have something we would have come up with for a bit at the ticket.
It could be. It's funny. Like it is like, so there's cannibals and just people that just want their food. Yeah. Okay. And it's this crazy indie action film, and with an Academy Award nominated actress starring in it, which I think is kind of nuts. So, and it's his first film, and I just couldn't believe this guy made this movie, this big ass action indie that has this good story about, food, scarcity and family, and all this stuff is wrapped into it. And then you're shooting not zombies, cannibals.
I know none
They're
of
about
this.
the same.
I know none of this happens without sponsors being involved. Do you have any that you'd like to give a little love to here on your Dark Little YDC today?
Actually, there's 2 big ones that we love that have been really good for us, and one I got to meet the creator. So, Virgin Hotel Dallas has been a huge sponsor for us. I mean, that's where we house everybody. They've been spectacular, and they've been a better sponsor. They built a red carpet for us. It was second to none last year, and they've been a great people. And I got to meet Sir Richard Branson at a little intimate get together after a speech he gave. I'm like, this is really cool. He's a small dude. He's a very small dude. Not intellectually or anything, just physically. He's not as big as I thought he was. And then I'd say Commerce House, who does all of our advertising. They do all of our T-shirts, all of our marketing material. These guys are they're an ad agency. Our former chairman of the board runs it, and he let us office out of their office. Goes, hey, you guys, you should come over here. And I go, that saves us a lot of money. We'll live there. And so we get to sit next to all these really, creative people all the time, and we sort of feed off each other. Like, what do you want to do? Like, I want this. And so they're used to doing a lot of corporate things, and so we give them an opportunity to be a little more arty. And so we get a lot of fun stuff going back and forth. They've been really good. Other than that, the way this thing works sponsorship-wise, I mean, people come in, different consulates, Canadian consulate, Mexican consulate, they come in to sponsor things, but we get a lot of grants to help run this festival, artistic grants, and just a lot of private donations. You'd be surprised how many funders out there that just want to support the arts. And so you can do that at dallasfilm.org. Join and submit and donate. So yeah, it's we don't have a lot of big, I wish, we did have bigger sponsors. Do you guys have sponsors? Like big guys?
We're working on it.
We've got small ones right now.
Like,
we're working on it.
I feel like
It's a work in progress for anybody that does anything like what we're doing or what you're doing,
Yeah. I figured you have like a big, soda sponsor or something around here. Like,
Oh, yeah.
We'll take them.
Oh, totally. No,
Yeah,
just
I'm just like, I'm wondering, we should make a pitch to Pepsi.
I'm looking for I hope we get a sponsorship from the elusive Grapette. I'd like that a lot. But in view of the fact that they don't make them anymore, that's probably not going to happen, I'm
some
thinking.
orange Gina.
Yeah.
Like some knee high.
Yeah, a little knee high. All right, give me the 3 best films you have ever seen, James.
Oh wow, that is the hardest thing in the world, and I get asked it all the time, and it changes. On the Waterfront, Elie Kazan, Marlon Brando. That movie is perfect. I think perfect. Another perfect film, which people get funny and they make fun of me when I say this, but I don't care. I still cry almost every time I watch it, and I want to watch the non-edited release of it. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. is one of the greatest films ever made.
Okay.
To this day, I still think it's just absolutely damn brilliant. Until
Especially for what they did at
Yeah.
the time they did it.
yeah, oh yeah, but the remake, there's thousands of kids that have never seen the original, which is unfortunate because the remake they took away the guns and other things on people's keychains and made that's a keychain now. No, it's a flashlight. He's an officer. That's a weapon. I'm sorry. No, it's little things and him flying around and then Spielberg went too far.
Okay, you're doing good here. I haven't seen either one of these so far. So give us one more.
You've never seen E.T.?
No.
Oh Lord.
What?
What about Mac and Me?
What? Mac and Me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The E.T. ripoff. Yes. Like that was some bad animatronics. I'll do another one, which is also which people don't often. And I think it's one. It is. I think it's also a perfect movie. Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back is a perfect movie.
He hasn't seen that one either.
I was going to say, Ryan's is 0 for 3.
You ever seen any Star Wars films?
No, never seen any Star
I think we
Wars.
got him to.
I'm wearing Stormtrooper shoes right now. These are actual Star Wars limited edition
Oh my
Stormtrooper
gosh.
shoes
I love
that I'm
this.
wearing. I am the biggest blurred I know, and I never like Star Wars, like the original 1977 Star Wars with New Hope. You've never seen that.
No, I
I think
haven't.
we got him to see one of the movies one time, like 15 years ago, and it didn't really do much for him.
Oh my gosh!
I feel like, okay, so if you were going to convince Rhines to see Star Wars, what would you say to him?
I'd say it's a space western with a brother and sister who don't know their brother and sister and they kiss.
Okay.
He just got a little more interested.
It is.
All right. That's in regular Star Wars #1.
That's Star Wars. They call it Episode 4, but it's the first one. Yes.
I think I have seen that. I think I have.
Han Solo.
Yeah. I think I think I have seen that. I think they made me watch it on the air one day.
Princess Leia
Princess
in a
Leia.
gold outfit that
That's
just
Return of the
slays.
Jedi.
Oh, that's okay.
That's
the
Jedi. That's the
next
third one. That's what I call what Mel Brooks once called The Quest for More Money. That's the sequel that I don't love, although I love it more after seeing the first 3 movies. But yes, that was that. Those 3 are films that I would say, and people always like, don't you want something more esoteric, like some Akira Kurosawa thing? And no. These are the films that I sit down, and if they're on any time of the day, any time of the year, no matter what mood I'm in, I'm at a funeral, I'm at a wedding, I'm in the middle of an ocean. That's on. I'm going whoa. Empire's on. Oh, it's a sex. Oh, whoa. E.T. is on. I'm gonna sit down. I have the bike from E.T. is in my mom's house hanging up. So I had that bike as a kid. I went and got it. It was a Kuwahara, which is a racing bike because I wanted to race BMXs when I was a kid, and I'm like, that's a good bike. Saved all my money. Put my money in as a kid and got that bike, and then it came with an ET basket on the front of it and everything. And I was like, "This is dumb. I'm taking this off. I can't race with this." But yeah, those 3. There's just I think a movie should be something you love, something you can watch all the time, and you're not ashamed to tell somebody you love it.
Okay.
And those are. I think that's the thing. Like
Fair enough.
people said, "Oh, I don't want to tell anybody I like that movie. It's a guilty pleasure." Like if you like it, so what? You love if it gives you pleasure, which I think nothing gives me pleasure, and millions of people around the world more than going to the movies or going to see something, even watching on television. If it gives you pleasure, don't deny that pleasure. Don't shun from it. Expose it. Tell everybody about it. Scream about it.
Pleasure is way too hard to come by in this world for that.
It is. It is. So that's my goal.
Is that movie for you, Diner?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would be Diner for me.
I love Diner.
Yeah,
Yeah, Barry Levinson. That movie's brilliant.
it is.
And there was a stage play too. I never saw that, but yeah, I love that movie. That's another. I could watch that. The dialogue in that movie, the way they talk to
incredible.
each other,
It's just incredible.
It's just perfect. Up and down, up and down. What else do you got? What else do you love?
I don't know on this one. I just know Diner.
Yeah, I'd have to think about it, but
Okay.
there are quite a few others that I love.
So I've got another question then real fast.
Yeah.
So I think of movies sometimes like The Room.
Oh yeah.
Like-
we mean the one with the
Yeah,
kid with what's her name?
his face?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Which one? The room? There's 2 rooms.
The one that's got Wazo in it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's so bad, but it has a cult following.
Yeah, midnight screenings at the Inwood.
Are there movies that you've watched that are just like, what's one of the worst movies that you've ever had to sit through? Like, can you give us the storyline for
Mac
it?
and Me. Just go back to that. No. I had to sit through and then know it again, like going, this is so bad it's good, or I had to sit through like I'm about to throw up. It's so bad I can't stand this.
I let you choose.
Like offends you as a movie person.
Man, I'm trying to think what offended me as a movie person. Not a lot drives me absolutely insane. There was something recently, and it was loved by a lot of people. This is gonna go. This is okay. This is gonna be bad.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and this is gonna make a lot of people angry. I don't think it was great, and I think the lore around it was too much. And I like the filmmaker, but I think as I told the people that I was on a committee with as we were talking about this, it's a lot of screaming. It's very recent. It's Honora that just won the Oscar for Best Picture.
Ooh.
It's a good movie, but it's not Best Picture good. And I just went on record with that.
How did win it then?
Because they spent $19 million campaigning for it. The movie cost less than $6 million, and Neon, the company that put it out, spent $19 million marketing it. So when you market really well to the voters of the Academy, and I think Demi Moore was robbed from her Oscar this year.
I heard that. I didn't see what movie she was in, but I've seen
gross.
some things about it. First off, it looks horrifying.
It is.
It looks like a horror movie.
It is.
If you just look at pictures.
Oh, it's a body horror film of the highest caliber.
Interesting.
And it has a lot to say about women and how we look at women and how women are seen in both Hollywood and in general. And it's a brilliant performance by her. And it's unfortunate that, again, $19 million campaign for Nora.
Wow.
And then are there any like The Room that you've seen?
Yeah,
that y'all have?
I think the best bad movie I've ever seen are the entire Toxic Avenger series. That's the best thing when you got a guy who's a toxic waste superhero running around throwing heads and blowing heads up and just running through people, and then gushy things are happening everywhere. That is one of the worst things that they knew they were making a bad movie, but it was still a classic. So that's the best bad movie of all time, in my opinion.
Nice.
There you go.
Now, real quick, I believe y'all two had an interaction that one of y'all didn't really know about that intrigued me a bit when you mentioned it before the show.
Yeah, I walked in again. I've always known the legend of Mike Rhyner. I've been a fan for decades, but
God.
I'm standing in.
Please tell me I wasn't an ass here.
No,
Probably.
I was in Walgreens,
Oh, you definitely were an ass.
and I was standing in line. I don't know what I was. I know I was getting. I was buying a. Because this is who we are. I was buying a birthday card for my dogs, and
For your dogs?
yeah, our dogs. My wife and I
Okay.
have these beautiful dogs, and they're our kids pretty much. And so like she goes, they need a card. I go, all right, I'm gonna get a birthday card for the dogs. Don't know why, but it's
I
cool.
love that for y'all.
And I was standing in line, and I think you were hunting for something, and I was just looking. I go, I think that's Mike Rhyner, and you looked over at me, staring at you. And you looked at me like, do I know that guy? I'm like, no, you don't. And I just went, and you gave me the wave, and I gave you the head nod.
Oh, I gave you the knowing nod?
Yeah. Right. And then you started to say something to the counter lady who apparently knew you.
Hey.
At Walgreens. So like you got to rep at Walgreens, I guess. I don't know.
I guess so. That must be
yeah.
the Walgreens up on McKinney and Lemon.
Nope. It was the Walgreens on Matilda and what the hell is that? Matilda and Greenville? No.
Oh.
The fact
Matilda
that
and
they can
Mockingbird.
Yeah, yeah.
Matilda and
is
Mockingbird.
great.
Yeah, I remember that.
Damn, I haven't gone in there that much.
Yeah.
Boy, what a chance encounter that is.
Yeah, but hey, there's a chance that people could see you at any given time if they
Yeah.
go to that Walgreens.
That's right.
Maybe they could be our
I
sponsor.
better keep
I was about
that
to
in
say,
mind.
Walgreens.
Yeah, that
Walgreens.
specific one.
Yeah, that's Canadian money, so you want that right
Hey,
All right, so the Dallas International Film Festival runs April 25th through May 1st, and there's going to be all kinds of good stuff there. James, we really appreciate you coming on here with us today, man.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad I could be here and be dark.
Yes, yes. I'm glad you could come in here and be dark too. We're all dark in here because we are your dark companion. We'll see you next time.
All right. I'm gonna go take my pants off.
Your Dark Companion is a Stolen Water Media presentation.